Welcome everybody, my name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm here with the June Pick a Card Monthly Tarot Reading. Thanks so much for joining me today. It's really simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a Psychic Tarot interpretation for you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your number? I've got mine. Let's go to the board. Okay. I have a great sense of relief and a feeling of things are going to get better. So that's a good thing. All right, let's move on with card number 1. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see pearls. Actually, it's mother of pearl shells. So to do with your subconscious, but beautiful little things are coming out of your subconscious if you've picked card number 1 during the month of June. This could be some sort of creativity, will help you with any arts and crafts that you may be doing, might help you with music as well, and just a sense of creativity generally. Okay, the card that comes up is the Hangman. There might be some sort of delay before you experience this, but be patient. It's coming. This is almost like a new beginning is coming for you. It's like something from the past is passing away, an old cycle is gone, but a new beginning. But you're at this point right now that, and in June, that it's like limbo, the limbo zone. So in numerology, it's between the 9 and the 1, and that's 0, okay? So 0 is actually probably the most powerful number there is because it heralds a new cycle and the old is passing away. And sometimes it can happen quite quickly. And you're thinking, what just happened? And you're about to start something new. Just be patient, teaches you patience. There's green leaves here for growth as well. Okay, the blue is the throat chakra. The red is action, taking action. Okay, it's coming. Won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Card number 2. Card number 2. Let's have a look. Let's go with that one. Closing my eyes now. A red car. And that's also about action. It's about moving forward. I feel like you've been quiet on something and you haven't said as much as you would like to say about something. Maybe you're sort of erred on the side of caution. And I feel like you're going to find your voice more in June. More is coming up for you. Here's all the red again. It's the Justice card. Okay, so this is about spiritual justice, natural law, L-O-R-E, rather than human law, L-A-W. But if you do have a human law type legality that you have to attend to, then there's some movement forward. There could be an offer or some sort of communication with the other side, which is coming a bit more your way. It mightn't be exactly what you want, but there's movement there. You see here the judge, if you like, with red for taking action, makes a decision about something perhaps, listening to the owl on her shoulder. I'm talking symbolically, not literally. And so this is like listening to intuition. This is you. And because we all judge ourselves, don't we? Keep your feet on the ground and be practical. You don't have all of the information. That's why you're dressed in black, because some things are hidden. But that's okay. You can listen to your intuition, make a decision and take action. Okay, for number 2. Card number 3 for June. Okay, closing my eyes. June 2022. What's this big eagle here in front of me? Freedom, liberation. Look at the big picture. Australia actually has huge eagles. And I actually had an well, not really an altercation, but let's just say an encounter with one out in my chook pen because eagles were coming and killing my chickens. And this is the only animal that I've ever met that was actually going to fight me, going to attack me. And I got quite scared because I had all the girls behind me and I was out front and this eagle was backed into a corner and couldn't take off because there's high fences. And it was the first time I felt very nervous that this thing was actually going to attack me. And so, yeah, an eagle's not one to be messed with and freedom will come. And since that encounter, the eagles have never been back. I do see them in the sky, but they've never landed in my chook pen again since that. And so I feel like freedom is coming, but sometimes there's a cost to freedom. And we've all been paying the cost for years now. And it's a bit of a sacrifice that we have to make, yeah. The card that comes up is a star. This is fairly significant because it's about your hopes and dreams. It's fairly important. You send them out into the universe and Spirit hears all. So even if you have to be patient, like number 1 here, it mightn't happen overnight, but there are things in play that we don't know about. It's important to be in touch with your subconscious. These hopes and dreams have to be like your true hopes and dreams from your heart, not from your head. So it's not about, for example, things that you think you want. It's about what's going on in your heart. And so it's a very significant card. There's a huge amount of potential there. It's like a young woman, maybe, late teens, early 20s, who's got her whole life ahead of her, and that energy is with you during June. A lot of opportunity, and things could work out even better than you ever hoped for. Card number 4, let's see what's coming up. Card number 4, closing my eyes. Taking aim at something and firing. This is like a bullseye shot. You mightn't get it exactly, but you get it pretty close. And so there's some sort of success here. Maybe it doesn't look exactly like what you thought it was going to look like, but that's okay. You're doing pretty well, basically. The card that comes up is the 3 of Wands. This is a group project, often with family. Look, it can be people you work with, or it can be friends, but it's about the motivation and the inspiration of all members that are working together for the common good. There's likely success here. It may not be the smoothest ride ever, because 3 totally different people with different ideas about things, but the passion or the desire to succeed is what unites them, basically. So eventual success, it might be a little bit different, and sometimes there can be disagreements, but you can work it out, basically. So it works out pretty well if you pick card number 4. Okay, that was the one I picked. Now we're looking at card number 5 for June. Card number 5. 5 is alive. What do I see? I'm closing my eyes. What do I see? The colour purple. A lot of spirit coming through for you if you've picked card number 5. Something about the gates are finally open, and it is like a chance at freedom, or something was restricted and now it's opening up. So opportunities opening up, a chance for growth. I also think study is there on the agenda. It could be your own private research, or it could be more formalised. The card that comes up is the 4 of Cups. Sometimes this is to do with unrequited love, or moving on from a situation where things were a bit disappointing. There's a real spiritual connection with somebody here, and often it is like a love affair or a romance because of this red rose underneath. So if you pick card number 5, you might become aware of, it could be memories from the past coming back of somebody you used to be with. It didn't work out, unfortunately, because there's disappointment. If you are in a current relationship, it probably means you're not going to see eye to eye on everything. I hope you're not arguing about politics because we've just had like a revolution in Australia, because we've just changed government and for the better. And you'll see here there's a lot of butterflies. So even though this has happened, there's a lot of butterflies coming through, which is new beginnings, new life. And because it's around her head, it's probably in her thoughts, so it's probably in your thoughts, new ideas coming through, things that you can move on with. Spirit is literally handing you the gift of new life here with the butterflies, the new ideas, so you can move away. You might have broken up with someone a fair while ago, but there's still some little tendrils. Cutting the ties that bind is always useful. Imagine any, say you do a meditation, imagine any connections you have with the past, and you're coming along with a big pair of scissors and just cutting them off. And it's very interesting. I've done this zillions of times myself. It's very interesting to see when you cut that cord, what happens. Sometimes it's like an umbilical cord. They can be like a baby and they've been feeding off your energy. So just pay attention. If you have any clairvoyance, you'll probably see it, but you can also feel it or become aware of, or you have a thing called claircognizance, which is just the knowing that the cord is cut and that they can no longer feed your energy. Because sometimes you think it's your thoughts, but it's actually their thoughts that you're picking up, and that gets really confusing. So life is about learning what is yours and what is the others, what belongs to the other person. so that you can differentiate between your energy and the other person's energy. Okay. Alrighty, they're the cards. Now, interestingly enough, you'll see the top 3 are major arcana, the bottom 2 are minor. And so these top 3 are very significant. These bottom 2 are sort of like your normal everyday life, and just things that, just awarenesses that you become, aware of, basically, just insights into situations that you become aware of. But do get going, do be proactive about cutting ties with the past, because it can hold you back, definitely. Alrighty, I hope this is useful for you. Please leave a like or share on your socials. That would be fabulous. Leave me a comment. That's great too. I do read your comments. I don't always get to answer them these days. I do try. Okay, have a wonderful month, everyone. And if you are new, please think about subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Have a wonderful month. Bye.